Well, it was a beautiful day for a workout outside, but what I failed to consider was the hardest part of the workout would be getting to and from the park with a 53-pound kettlebell in my backpack. It's a long walk.
Need deals, want wheels, check out these wheel deals. It's just the ins and outs, yeah. Need wheels, I don't wanna take wine from the...
So I'm getting better. This week, my scabs are pretty much all healed up from my accident. So I think within a week, I could be back on the mats. Just have a couple more here. My shoulder, that's the real gnarly one. That one's kind of going away. So this week is full of some kind of unique challenges at work. We launched a new product, which was awesome, but it was also just a ton of stress. And I haven't been able to train jiu-jitsu, and it's a bummer because the awesome thing about jiu-jitsu is that every single time you go in there, you kind of have this challenge and you're able to like overcome it, right? Or face some sort of like real competition, and it resolves itself within 6 or 8 minutes. In the absence of that, it has become really challenging to like get stoked about other things. And cyclocross season is coming, which is rad, and I've been training with my friends, which is really cool. Yeah, seriously, my boss is in Europe all week. Take your time.
It's just the ins and outs, ins. Need wheels, want deals, yeah. Check it, yo. Life after college, sorta like you lost your wallet with a whole bunch of fucks, smash it and mad problems. Playing this, sitting around the fan twist, serving Seder eggs on the ceremonial dish.
So I've been trying to find challenges in other like cool, unique places.
Someone just told me that I couldn't make this cupcake come all the way home with me without getting damaged on my bike. Challenge accepted. This is questionable. Sorry, it feels like an awful idea.
Have sex, watching porn, eating all the candy corn. Ride shotgun in your ride, run and get a bag inside. Off to the local pub, got the brakes, Jaeger blood. 2 o'clock, the shit is closed. Up to 8, all froze. 4 a.m. the
Real suboptimal situation here for Project Safe Cupcake. I've hit bar at rush hour, which means I'm gonna have to hold my my bag like I'm a pregnant lady, cradling my belly.
Let me be, I'll go to sleep. Smoke swears, juggle keep. Post your leftovers when we only.
Just getting home. I'm about to unpack the backpack here. The box is a little tipped. That worries me a little bit. Ooh, it's here. Oh, that's just a terrible sign. Oh, maybe this is why I'm not a bike messenger. So I don't think there is a world in which that was a success. It's a good thing it wasn't a baby. It really reminds me of this scenario from when I was touring. When you're in a band, you get really good at killing time. So much of your life is spent sort of in the weird in-between awkward phases where like normal people are like at work, but you're waiting at a venue to play and you've already sound checked and you're just sitting around doing nothing. And so we were in Utah, and a young Philip Franklin Lee, who was at that time not a chef, he was just a drummer in a independent touring hardcore band, is cutting his teeth on his first like at-home bread maker. He's like playing video games in the back of our van, and it's time for us to move the van from the venue. We've already sound checked, we have to go park it someplace else. Backing up a van is the worst with a trailer on it. It's like algebra. You've turned the wheel left, the trailer moves right. In a narrow spot, the whole thing just kind of jackknives, and it's really hard to do. Like, literally months later, Adam got us stuck in the mud, and years later, a bass player got us stuck in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and we like literally had to stay in the basement of a 17-year-old's house for like a week while our van got fixed. So the consequences are rather large of like messing up the backing up the van scenario. But young Philip, 17, saw this as an opportunity to kind of kill this downtime, which was like a really cool way to look at it. Like, hey, we're not doing anything. Here's a fun challenge. Like, I'm going to just tackle this with a sort of irrational sense of confidence. And he jumps out. He says, I'll move the van. I like challenges. Life is like a video game. And ever since then, I have just been so in awe of that quote. That he was able to look at this like super challenging, ridiculously hard thing and just be like, nah, it's cool. Like, I'm just gonna pretend like there are consequences and we're not in reality, and like this doesn't actually have knock-on effects that could like screw us over. I'm just gonna tackle it. So of course he backs out the van totally flawlessly, and he becomes the guy who can back the van out. But it's just a really interesting way to sort of couch the way you see challenges or like difficulties in life. And it's one that I've been trying to adopt recently, especially like with the frustrating things that I'm going through with like these injuries. So yeah, fucking life is like a video game. Love challenges.
Disgrace, sitting here the same thing, every day the same thing. This is how we pretend we won't ever do this again. Let me be, I'll go to sleep, smoke squares, juggle keep, kosher leftovers when we only eat, yeah.